We're kicking off a new season of BattleBots here. We're gonna do everything around here.
Central Sports presents BattleBots. The hottest fighting robots in the world are all in one place with one thing on their mind: winning the giant nut. Death Star's got Frisbee in his sights. T-Minus wants to launch Ravager. The Probe is looking to pound Phantom Thrust. And Scrap Daddy Surplus brings the old ball and chain to his party with Wedge of Doom.
This Comedy Central Sports presentation of BattleBots is brought to you by Taco Bell, who'd like to remind you to think outside the bun.
We're at Treasure Island in San Francisco, where robots are getting ready to rip, roar, and rumble. It's great to be back for another terrific season, especially because I'm working with Bill Dwyer.
I'm throwing those kudos right back at you, Tim.
This season promises to be special. More robot destruction than ever before, and something new. Yep, it's our new botcaster, Carmen Electra.
Guys, I got a feeling we're going to see some great fights tonight, and I'm not the only one who's feeling it. Listen to this crowd. These fans have whipped themselves into a frenzy in anticipation for some hot bot action. So let's not keep them waiting any longer.
We're going to see a lot of action this season, but let's start with the heavyweights and meet our first competitors.
Rick Russ, Death Star, Brentwood, California. Brian Nave, Frisbee, Ormond Beach, Florida.
Now let's go down to Mark Biro for the intros.
Introducing, in the red square, he's like a rusty gas pump. He's looking at you like an empty fuel tank. You're about to get a payload of his premium grade hate. Here is Death Star. And in the blue square, you're more likely to understand the ramblings of Ann Hesh on a Bakersfield highway than to comprehend the pure evil of Frisbee. The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time.
Nice!
Death Star moving out quickly. Frisbee, a spin bot trying to get up to speed.
I like Death Star's aggression. I also like a robot that brings some different stuff to the table.
Yes, something very different. Active armor, they call those blades, but I don't see any action from those rotary blades.
When you see he's coming at Frisbee like he's doing now, he hits him, and the springs, they draw the blades in, and that cuts the bot.
Supposed to cut up Frisbee, but oh! The cutting comes from the kill saws, and Death Star is the recipient. Oh, Death Star drives himself into the pulverizer for a brutal shot, and Death Star is smoking.
After a great start, Death Star not doing too well
Now the wrong way. Now Frisbee's in on the action. Now there's more smoke. Frisbee moving in for the kill.
Frisbee taking care of the active armor. You can see we lost one of the springs already on Death Star. He's got a saw blade hanging.
Oh, sparks come from Death Star. A shooting comet now. Frisbee on the hunt.
Well, comets actually move, don't they?
Yes, they do, and Death Star is moving gingerly now with sparks coming out and smoke coming out, and Frisbee up to full speed again.
That one saw blade hanging like Joe Theismann's leg. Death Star not looking too good.
A gruesome sight indeed. Frisbee with another shot and parts flying from the Death Star. Death Star, though, clamping down on Frisbee. Now can he maneuver him into the hazard?
He's got no power. He's lost the spring.
Frisbee pushing Death Star toward the pulverizer again, maybe to finish off the Death Star rookie.
Death Star's got nothing, and this is what everybody wants to see. Pulverizing.
Pete Lambertson hammers away with the pulverizer.
That's what we want to see. A little more destruction. Kudos to Death Star for hanging in there.
Frisbee not even bothering to spin.
All he's got to do is push now. 10 seconds remaining. The courage of Death Star. I salute you, you broken down fox. Sweet for Pete. Sweet for the crowd. Sink your teeth into this Taco Bell replay. This is where the bad things started. Pulverizer, screws, pounding, smoke.
And then Frisbee gets in on the destruction, just tearing into Death Star. Frisbee pounds him by a score of 37-8. Now let's go down to Carmen, who's on the floor with Brian right now.
You ripped Death Star to shreds. What happened out there?
I just shredded him up, tossed him out the box, and sent him off packing.
Are you nervous about your next fight?
Yeah, I got to go up against Hexadecimator. He's all titanium. He's going to be tough.
I'm rooting for the spinner.
Spinners rule.
Yeah, baby.
You are watching a Comedy Central sports presentation of BattleBots with Carmen Electra, Tim Green, Arj Barker, Brad Wallach, and me, Bill Dwight.
For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in a BattleBots competition, log on to BattleBots.com.
It's San Francisco. You can worship whatever you want. We worship BattleBots.
Hi everybody, if you're just joining us, you missed a great opening fight. Frisbee spun Death Star into oblivion. And now Carmen's in the box to tell us how the bots can impress the judges.
Thanks, guys. If you want to win in the BattleBots, it's not just a good thing to get out your aggression. It's a requirement. Here's why. The judges are evaluating the frequency, the harshness, and boldness of the attacks the bots make on their opponent. In other words, push it real good. Back to you guys.
Well, we've got another great fight for you. I'm talking middleweight.
Yeah, cool matchup. Both machines with nasty flipping arms.
Let's take a look at these two.
Pretty easy to figure out Ravager's plan. Get under T-minus and send him flying with his flipping arm. T-minus is probably the most powerful flipping arm of all the middleweights. I tell you, Ravager's going to have his arm full going up against him.
Let's go down to the box.
Introducing, in the red square, to my right, agitating opponents more than that "What's Up" commercial, here is Ravager. And in the blue square, forget about Houston, Ravager's the one that's the real problem, because his countdown to destruction has begun. Introducing T-minus.
The box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. Both flip bots move immediately to the center of the box.
Here's an advantage Ravager might have in this fight.
Oh, T-minus on his back. But T-minus strikes himself dramatically.
A beautiful 1.5 by T-minus. Needs a longer flipping arm of Ravager. He can get there quicker. Well, as we've seen, if he does put T-minus on his back, T-minus is popping right back over.
Done and fast.
into that act.
So far, T-Minus unable to get under that low skirt design of Ravager.
So far, it's been effective. Ravager needs to get that arm down, up and down.
T-Minus under on his back. Ravager flips. Can he right himself the way T-Minus has twice already?
T-Minus is a compact, small design. He's able to flip himself easily. Ravager with a long arm and long body just does not have the power.
Apparently not. Ravager helpless on the BattleBots floor.
Sure, he can reflip them, but you gotta save some of that CO2. T-Minus sending a message to the other bots.
The explosive, proud favorite takes a victory spin.
T-Minus showing how he can ride himself with that incredibly efficient arm, and then showing Ravager the exit door. T-Minus's opponents better figure him out in this tournament, or else he's going to get under their skirts like a midget at a cheerleader convention.
Check out this fight. It's the big boys, the super heavyweights. Phantom Thrust taking on the Probe. Let's go.
Introducing in the red square to my right, knock knock, Orange. Aren't you glad that you're not fighting Phantom Thrust?
Phantom Thrust, multiple weapons, pneumatic steel spike, and variable pitch wedge.
And in the blue square, speak softly and carry a big stick so he can take it from you and beat you like a scrap metal piñata. Here is the Probe.
That arm may not look like much, but it can lift up to 500 pounds. The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. Phantom Thrust maneuvering around the box with the tank-like tread.
The Probe kind of looks like Satan's goalpost there. He's testing himself. I don't know what he's doing.
Phantom Thrust with the push, thrusting. Oh, but Phantom Thrust has his tread disabled by the kill saw.
I gotta say, that's a critical mistake.
Phantom Thrust retracting his spear.
Keep that spear out.
Oh, Phantom Thrust, we talked about 500 pounds of power. The Probe dancing across the floor, looking to deliver Phantom Thrust to the pulverizer.
Oh, this is dreamy. You can only hold him for 30 seconds. Then he's got to let go.
Phantom Thrust coming apart at the seams.
Rips up the variable pitch wedge. I'll tell you, if I want to be probed that quickly, you better buy me a drink first.
This one looks to be over.
6, 5, 4, there, torn apart. The Probe. Take a look at the replays. That's when he's got 2 treads. Now he's got 1 tread. You don't think those kill saws are powerful?
And then after the kill saws do their damage, Probe does a little more damage by ripping the face off of Phantom Thrust.
Some excellent damage in that fight.
Well, we've got another great fight coming up. Scrap Daddy Surplus will be swinging his ball and chain at Wedge of Doom.
But first, let's see what Arj is up to.
When you have such a fearsome robot, are you ever afraid your robot might turn against you?
Nah, we feed it lots of treats.
What do you feed it?
Parts,
Toasters?
other bots,
Waffle iron?
anything it'll eat, usually steel.
Hey you! Don't construct or operate a robot or BattleBot without proper supervision.
Now let's go down to Carmen, who's downstairs picking up some tips.
Thanks, guys. You know, you can really learn a lot here at BattleBots. It's not over till the fat lady sings, buy low, sell high, here before liquor, the quicker, the sicker. Those are just a few nuggets of wisdom I've picked up. And here's a couple more.
Rip them and flip them.
Throw them and kill them.
Spinner's rule. Whoever gets lucky wins.
Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's bot.
back to you guys.
We took a trip to Houston to find out more about Scrap Daddy Surplus and talented artist Mark Bradford.
Hi, I'm Mark Scrap Daddy Bradford here in Houston, Texas. I want to show you guys some of the crazy, wild, wheeled things I got around here. I'm a car artist. My favorite piece is the Scorpion, and it's got fire-breathing stinger, and it's got pneumatic pinchers. I've only been building about 12 months, and I've just been challenging myself. Okay, you got to do better. You got to do better. But I'm going to prove to everybody that Scrap Daddy can build good bots. And my sponsors consist of a pickup art here in town and a scrap yard.
Let's check out the contenders.
Mark Bradford, Scrap Daddy Surplus. My Scrap Daddy Surplus has a mace, a ball, and a chain. It's going to just bash his wheels in.
Tony Buccagnani, Wedge of Doom. I have to really hit him, try to slam him against the wall, maybe break something.
All right, enough gabbing. This isn't a view.
I hear you, Bill.
The box is live. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. Scrap Daddy Surplus swinging that deadly ball and hammering Wedge of Doom.
All right, Scrap Daddy's builder Mark Bradford has given us a lot of bots in the last couple of tournaments, none of which has done very well. Scrap Daddy Surplus looks pretty good right now.
Scoring lots of points with that ball and chain, but Wedge of Doom had him under control. Wedge of Doom riding Scrap Daddy Surplus into the pulverizer.
Tony Buccagnani, Wedge of Doom's builder, always builds these quietly efficient robots.
Rammed into the spikes is Scrap Daddy Surplus.
Look how low to the ground Wedge of Doom is. The only problem he might have, getting stuck under the spike strip.
And Scrap Daddy Surplus scoring numerous points with that ball and chain.
Yeah, it looks like those hits are pretty powerful too.
Another shot by the ball and chain. The kill saws taking their toll on Scrap Daddy Surplus.
Well, we know how powerful those kill saws are, and they didn't cut through that chain. I like the action that's going on in this fight. Also, being a two-wheeled box, it's hard to get underneath Scrap Daddy Surplus and drive him around.
Scrap Daddy Surplus taking numerous shots at Wedge of Doom, none of them apparently affecting Wedge of Doom. Oh, yeah! Scrap Daddy Surplus nearly misses the pulverizer himself.
Scrap Daddy Surplus can tangle up like he is now. There he is, if he can drive him around.
Oh! Wedge of Doom is hammered by the pulverizer!
Up on the edge of the spike strip. Look at that. That's a well-built bot and excellent driving. Up now for the first time in this fight. Unfortunately, I think it's stuck up there, Tim.
Both bots build dangerously close to the pulverizer. Now Scrap Daddy Surplus drives Wedge of Doom, and then Wedge of Doom takes another shot by the pulverizer.
Scrap Daddy, that was 3 solid hits by the P. Man, that was the greatest 3 minutes of my life. That was some kind of fight. Here's the replays. Each robot showing gigantic robotic hearts. Wedge of Doom taking Scrap Daddy Surplus into the spike strip, and then the pulverizer making a statement on the wedge.
Let's get the official word from the box.
The 3 judges at arena side have turned in a 24-21 decision for the blue square, Wedge of Doom.
Listen
listen to that crowd, obviously mixed reactions about that result.
24-21, that's tight. Bill will break down the judge's decision when we come back.
T-Minus flipped Ravager on his back, and he is not getting up. That is our BattleBots truck.
Welcome back, everybody. Our last fight was this close. Wedge of Doom 24, Scrap Daddy Surplus 21. Bill, we need some battle stats on a fight that close.
That's what I'm here for, Tim. Scrap Daddy had the numbers in weapon shots, 9-1. Hazards, about even. Scrap Daddy up 3-2. But in slams, Wedge of Doom had a whopping 11-0 advantage. And that's why Wedge of Doom is moving on.
Carmen's with Tony Buccagnani right now.
You were getting your butt kicked out there. You were going under the hammer. What happened? How do you think you came up on top?
Well, he had a chain that kept on getting under me, and it just drove me all over the place. I couldn't drive with that chain under me, so I just had to keep backing off and hitting him, backing off and hitting him, and that's how I pulled it off.
If you want to get more post-fight interviews and exclusive bot profiles, log on to ComedyCentral.com/BattleBots. That's all for now, folks. From everybody on our team, I'm Tim Green.
And I'm Bill Dwyer. So much action in our first show, and to think, this is only the beginning, unless we're replaced by robots. Here's a recap of who's moving on. Frisbee, T-Minus, The Probe, and Wedge of Doom. In a heavyweight matchup, Frisbee is moving on by obliterating Death Star.
What went wrong?
Yeah, Frisbee went wrong. T-Minus is moving on. He put Ravager on its back and out of the tournament.
In the end, the better bot did win. T-Minus is a heck of a bot.
The Probe poked around for a win and was rewarded with a KO of Phantom Thrust.
Saw blades came up and cut one of my tracks right in half, and the rest was history.
And finally, Wedge of Doom beat Scrap Daddy Surplus in a close one, 24-21.
Comedy Central Sports presents BattleBots. Tonight, Gladiator, the defending super heavyweight champion, moving on or going home. Then, just when you thought it was safe to go in the box, it's Shark Fight looking to chew on Killer B, and snowflakes in the forecast for Ziggo.
This Comedy Central sports presentation of BattleBots is brought to you by Taco Bell, who'd like to remind you to think outside the bun.
The meanest bots from around the globe have gathered here in San Francisco, the robot field of dreams, because if you build them, we'll break them. Hi everybody, I'm Tim Green here in San Francisco with Bill Dwyer.
Thanks a lot, Tim. Killer bees, man-eating sharks, super heavyweight Russians. It's like my bachelor party all over again. I'm glad I wasn't on that cleanup crew.
That's right, Bill. Fear, excitement, destruction, just par for the course in the battle box. Let's get the view from Carmen Electra down on the floor.
Hey guys, you ready for another dose of mind-blowing, head-banging heavy metal hits? I'm definitely down for the kind of noise these two bots are going to be making once they start dancing on each other's face in the first match. But that's just one lady's opinion. How's it looking, guys?
Looking good, Carmen. We've got 3 fights ahead, so let's get to it. In Season 3, Gage Cauchois' Gladiator won the super heavyweight nut as a rookie. Now he's back in search of giant nut number 2, but he's got to get past Trimangle.
Corey Klein, Trimangle, Miami, Florida. I'm able to flip, bulldoze, and then do the spinner weapon trick. Gage Cauchois, Gladiator, Oakland, California. I'm afraid of it. It's very scary looking robots.
They're both pretty scary. All right, it's time to fight. Here's Mark Firo with the intros.
Introducing in the red square to my right, he'll roll you like a hooker, then rat you out with an anonymous phone call to your wife. Here is Trimangle. And in the blue square, sprung from the same brain that created the great Blood, the Impaler. Here is his younger, nastier brother, Gladiator.
Hey, feeling any pressure?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on it.
The box is locked, the lights are on. It's robot fighting time. Triangle spinning that deadly blade and advancing on Gladiator.
That blade can also be adjusted so it can strike at any height. Man, that thing looks wicked.
Gladiator carefully positioning himself. Triangle in a shower of sparks underneath the kill sign. Gladiator is struck across the face.
Lost his weapon. Gone. Now what? Now what do you do?
Blades of Triangle have neutered Gladiator.
Oh, that Triangle. Now it's time just to start scoring some points.
A sweat on the brow of Gage Couchoir.
He's got the right to feel some pressure now, Gage. Once that Triangle blade stops, it acts as a wedge. It's time to do some pushing around then.
Gladiator pounding away at Triangle, despite the fact that he has lost his primary weapon.
We got a primary weapon loss on both sides, I think, here. We don't see the Triangle blade going at all.
Now it's a pushing, shoving match, and that would certainly favor the former champion.
Because he has got speed and power to burn.
Glad needs to bring that power to bear.
Triangle's he's got turning problems right now. Obviously he's able to drive, cannot turn. He can back up and go forward.
Triangle taking a shot from the kill side.
Tearing up his tires.
Weapons will be a factor. Hits will be a factor.
You can see his right front tire. It's off the hub right now. Oh, he's having some problems. He got in that one huge hit, and now he's got to hold on.
Each bot having disabled the other one's weapon system are reduced to a pushing, shoving match.
We've seen Gladiator come back from adversity. Remember last year's finals. So he knows how to win these fights. And that is move and hit.
Triangle with one wheel disabled. His weapon smoking. Gladiator moving in, pounding as best he can without his spike.
Even though he's lost his spike, I think we know whose fight this is, but now he's found his Triangle. Can Triangle move him to the pulverizers? No time left. Hey, fight into this Taco Bell replay. That's probably the key moment right there when he went over those kill saws, screwed up his drivetrain. There we see the spear of Gladiator tumbling across the box. And there's all Gladiator can do. Gear up and take a run at him. Here are the battle stats. Even without a spear, Gladiator racked up 11 slams. Gage Couchoir, relentless, tenacious, may I say vivacious.
A fearless performance from Gladiator gives him the win, 37-8. Let's get the post-op from Carmen and Arj.
But how did you manage to win even without your weapon?
I was able to just keep ramming into him, and then his own weapon broke, so I just kept ramming him, and I guess I got points for aggression.
Excellent.
Knocked his weapon off right at the beginning. You must have been happy with that.
That was my first and only goal, was just simply defang the Gladiator.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Great.
Congratulations.
Coming up next, it's Shark Fight versus Killer Bee. Can the spinning fin beat the stinging wedge? And some psychic predictions when we return.
You are watching the Comedy Central sports presentation of BattleBots. With Carmen Electra, Tim Green, Arj Barker, Brad Wallach, and me, Bill Dwight.
For more information on BattleBots and how you can enter a fighting robot in a BattleBots competition, log on to BattleBots.com.
As you know, BattleBots winners and losers are as hard to predict as when the Red Sox will win their next World Series. Well, that's never. But to shed a little light on this subject, we got help from an expert.
It's a new season of BattleBots, and in our quest to get some predictions on how some of the bots will fare, we've come here to friendly El Monte, California, to the humble house of enchantment of William the Wise. Biohazard.
Got a card right here, the Queen of Cups. I believe there'll be great success with Biohazard.
Son of Waiachi.
The World card. The World card symbolizes the gift, everything. There's no doubt. Son of Waiachi will win all contenders.
Complete control.
The Four of Wands symbolizes great, enduring rejoicing. Complete control is completely in control.
Zigo.
The Four of Cups, missing opportunities.
William has spoken, so place your bets.
That's not what Miss Cleo told me. Oh, no.
Well, I hope she warned you about our next fight with Shark Bite and Killer Bee.
Mark Kolowski, Killer Bee, San Jose, California. Just to launch across the arena and push them around and hopefully use the hazards to my advantage.
Cody Rose, Shark Bite, Ione, Washington. If you hit this, stop this, and keeps hitting us, we're pretty much dead.
Two experienced drivers with the same giant nut dreams. Let's get it rolling.
Introducing, in the red square, to my right. He'll rip your arm off, and once he's got it, ain't no brave uncle of yours gonna fish it out for you. There's no taking down Shark Bite. And in the blue square, he's mechanized, Africanized, and rumor has it, not circumcised. Go figure, it's Killer Bee!
The box is locked, the lights are on, it's robot fighting time. Killer Bee comes out, and into the screws.
It looks like Shark Bite's deception worked there, but Killer Bee right back in it.
Killer Bee jams Shark Bite into the wall.
Did you see that? Parts went flying.
And rams him again. Killer Bee on the move. Shark Bite spinning but doing nothing. Killer Bee delivers Shark Bite into the pulverizer.
Killer Bee gets up to that top speed in less than half a second, about a third of the way across the battle box. Boom, he's there.
In a blur of yellow, Killer Bee is throwing Shark Bite around the box.
That is one effective wedge.
Into the pulverizer again.
Shark Bite spinning blade.
Oh, into the wall.
Spinning blade not working at all. He needs power, and he can't match up with Killer Bee right now. Driver Mark Kotlowski very excited, and well, he should be. He's dominating this fight.
Shark Bite helpless. Shark Bite jumped into the pulverizer. Shark Bite blow after blow.
Spinning blade working.
Oh, lost his dentures. Shark Bite now toothless. Killer Bee with this one clearly in control.
Shark Bite back in this whip. Killer Bee.
Shark Bite.
You tell me that pulverizer.
Shark Bite keeps going. Shark Bite nudging Killer Bee. Killer Bee under the pulverizer, unable to move.
When Killer Bee had Shark Bite on top of him, the pulverizer so powerful, right through Shark Bite, knocked something out of Killer Bee. Oh, they gotta be sick. They were dominating that fight. Here we see this is a huge hit. Look at the Lexan flying. A part of Shark Bite actually went through the Lexan. Take a look at that.
Wow. Shark Bite gets the KO at 152. What a disappointment for Killer Bee. Let's see what Carmen's got on the floor.
Cody, that was a great fight. It looks like you got a piece of the box there. What happened?
He lifted us up on top of his wedge, and he took us to the wall, and the spinner was still going, and we hit the wall, and it just ripped chunks out of it.
Congratulations, and good luck with your next fight.
Stick around. We look at bot upgrades and take a closer look at Snowflake before she meets Zigo coming up.
Stay tuned for more hot BattleBot action.
Keep yourself safe. Don't construct or operate a robot or BattleBot without proper supervision. Earlier tonight, reigning super heavyweight champ Gladiator, his spike clipped clean, picked up the win anyway by manhandling Trimangle with nothing more than his armor to defend himself. Now joining us up in the studio is the man behind the machine, Gage Cauchois with Bill.
Thanks a lot, Tim. Are you surprised about the score, 37-8?
Yeah, I think it was a little closer than that.
Yeah,
I felt that I beat him for sure.
But Trimangle put up a great fight, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And I was really afraid going in. I was incredibly nervous.
You looked a little nervous.
I was really nervous. I added about 8 pounds of armor.
And he didn't hit you anywhere on that armor, did he?
No. He just hit the spear. And
you beat him because it turned into a pushing and shoving match.
Exactly. And he eventually broke down.
Because you're the champ. Thanks for coming out.
Sure. Thank you.
Back to you, Tim.
Thanks, Bill. Have you noticed anything new on your favorite BattleBot this season? You might be right. Here's Carmen with some bot upgrades.
Thanks, guys. At BattleBots, no one remembers who came in second place. That's why builders are constantly upgrading their bots every season to make them faster, stronger, and downright meaner.
We've upgraded the speed and the endurance of our BattleBots.
All new wiring inside, new motors, new speed controllers, everything electronics is new inside.
This season Ogre has a lifter on the front in place of static spike.
We doubled the voltage. That burned out my motors.
If your blade doesn't work, try a hammer. If spuds aren't doing it, then go with an axe. You know, it's a lot like training a cat. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Carmen. But can you ever really train a cat?
You can't. Unless, of course, it's the lovable but demented Ziggo who's about to take on Snowflake. But before we get the fur flying in the lightweight heat, let's take a closer look at Snowflake driver J.C. Ross at home in Pittsburgh.
I'm J.C. Ross.
She's a teenage girl, and when the boys at school find out she has a robot, oh boy.
I drive Snowflake.
We do a lot of visualizations, think about killing the other robot. We do a lot of pep talk. Your robot's tough.
We're going to be champions. My favorite place to drive is in the BattleBot.
Being the mother of a robot driver has its ups and downs.
You feel really nervous, and if something happens to your robot, you get really shocked.
I'm so confident that JC's going to be in this for a while, and I want to get t-shirts made, and they're going to say, "Watch out, boys, we're after your nuts."
J.C. Ross out to create her own legend later tonight. If you want to find out more about bots and builders, check out the exclusive bot profiles at ComedyCentral.com/BattleBots. You can even go online and talk to other BattleBot fans about your favorite bot, and maybe even this next lightweight match featuring Ziggo.
J.C. Ross, Snowflake, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm thinking to hit him before he gets to spin up really, really fast.
Jonathan Ritter, Ziggo, San Jose, California. I think as long as my robot works fine, I'll come out of it just fine.
Let's do this thing.
Introducing, in the red square, to my right, you can keep your fancy toaster, but when it comes to spinning bots of fury, let go of my Ziggo!
Ziggo, named after Jonathan Ritter's beloved but dead cat.
And in the blue square, they say no two are alike, and thank goodness, because this one is pure evil. Here is Snowflake!
Built to take on spinners with that aluminum snowplow blade in the front.
Red driver, are you ready?
Ready.
Ziggo is ready.
Blue driver, are you ready? Snowflake is ready.
The box is locked, the lights are on, robot fighting time. Ziggo trying to get up to full spinning speed, and deadly when he is.
Do not underestimate. Oh my gosh! Oh no! Control. He's unbalanced. That is the first time we've ever seen that from Ziggo.
Well, Ziggo used his own force against him last season, a champion 2 years ago. But last season, his own force was his undoing.
He's got to be nervous now. He's got to be thinking, am I able to get up to full speed?
Snowflake Get the shot from the screws.
And you can see Ziggo doesn't have it right now.
Ziggo with a light shot on Snowflake. Snowflake positioning that plow. And that's what she wants to put into Ziggo's face. Otherwise, Ziggo has proven deadly. Ziggo with a shot from the kill saw.
And normally those kill saws send Ziggo flying.
Look
so they
out.
didn't catch him square.
Look out. Ziggo is dangerous when up to full speed.
Well, Ziggo's also dangerous when your bot is dead. And it looks like Snowflake is out right now. I gotta say, the kill saws must have knocked out an on-off switch.
Snowflake off and being counted out. Ziggo pops her again.
Ziggo pops. Oh, he moves. He's moving. Snowflake back to life thanks to a pop from Ziggo.
Hope is alive.
Oh, will Ziggo pay the price for that? No, I guess
Snowflake
not.
looks like she's down again.
See, if you see Ziggo, he is so close to spinning out of control. Hit me, she's screaming. She needs to be restarted again. Jonathan Ritter, will he hit her? Jonathan hit her. He does.
Ziggo popping Snowflake again and again.
You know, she asked for it.
Snowflake taking a shot now from the kill saws. Unable to move.
She said hit me, and he has. Now, she didn't say push me on top of the kill saws. Ziggo escaping. Here's our replays. The deadly spinning Ziggo with a glancing blow from the kill saws.
And there's the shot that Ziggo puts on Snowflake that disables her for good.
That was the one.
It's a win by knockout for Ziggo at 2 minutes and 11 seconds, and he barely had to lift his tail for that one. We'll have the particulars when we come back.
Magoosh, hey Gladiator, you dropped something, and that's our BattleBots crunch.
Oh, that hurt. Hi everyone, a lot of action going on down in the box. In our last match, Ziggo got off to a flying start in a bad way and landed right on the saws, but he made a full recovery and just dominated Snowflake for the knockout. Let's go down to the floor where Brad is with Team Ziggy.
You guys just went out there. You almost self-destructed, though, correct?
Yeah, I almost pulled a mauler there. I've never seen it happen before in testing or something. For some reason something's unstable on it, and I'll have to get it checked before the next match, definitely.
All right. Take care, guys.
What a night in the battle box. We watched a bold display by Gladiator as he pushed and rammed his way to victory. Sharkfight lucked out and turned the hammer against Killer B, knocking him out.
And Ziggo's in a full sprint for the giant nut finish line with an easy knockout win against Snowflake. 2 knockouts and 1 dismember, and Tim, that is a hard night to beat.
Oh, we're going to give it a try right here next week. From everyone on our team, I'm Tim Green.
And I'm Bill Dwyer. Set the VCR now so you won't miss 1 minute of BattleBot action. I'm so excited, I'm just going to tape right over that Real World Marathon. I love that show.
You're watching Comedy Central. Up next, it's The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. More Daily Show with Jon Stewart watchers watch The Daily Show with Jon Stewart than any other Daily Show.